Hi, my name is Carol Wessinger and I'm a hand knit designer. A few years ago I read an article about double knitting and one swatch caught my eye. In this swatch, double knitting was worked alongside regular knitting and it made the fabric look quilted. So I wondered what else would happen if I worked these two techniques together. What I found was that my double knit stitches pulled in and shortened my knitting, where the regular knit stitches spread out and lengthened. By using the two together, I created some interesting textures and shapes, what seemed like a new knitting landscape. And this became the title of my book, Blended Landscapes. There are 6 designs in this first book, and I'd like to show you how double knitting fits into them. Promenade is the simplest project. This scarf has lace panels separated by narrow columns of double knitting. At the edges, the double knit columns look like an I-cord finish. The column running up the center waves slightly as it is pulled back and forth by the lace pattern. The wings cowl is knit sideways with 3 pattern sections in every row: garter stitch, double knitting, and a drop stitch pattern. Even though all the sections have the same number of rows, the drop stitch pattern spreads out because the double knit and garter sections pull in the top. The next 3 designs use the technique of gradually changing regular knit stitches to double knit stitches. Your stitch count stays the same, but the knitted piece gets narrower as more stitches are worked in double knitting. The first is the cove scarf, which has a line of shell shapes separated by double knitting. As the shells decrease, more stitches become double knit stitches. This gives a crescent shape to the scarf, even though you haven't done short rows or decreased any stitches. The second is gap stow, where double knitting is used to shape the arches along the bottom of the shawl. The arch is a combination of lace knitting and double knitting, this time worked with a purl stitch. The third is aguas, a very wearable shawl with ripples of texture across the front and back. Double knitting is used to create big scallop shapes that turn into zigzag bands. The narrow bands of reverse stockinette have a ruched effect caused by the double knit stitches on either side. The front and back panels lay very flat, and the shawl is completely reversible. The last piece, delacorte, was designed to take full advantage of the ruching effect that occurs when stockinette is banded with double knitting. The whole back of the vest is done in these ruched bands. The fronts have the ruched bands and also a slanted edge, created by the gradual change of garter stitches into double knit stitches. I have created practice pieces for all the designs so you can try them out. Check out my Ravelry page from the link below where you can download the instructions for free. The book will be available as a print edition and an e-book. The designs will also be offered as individual patterns on Ravelry, so check out my rewards, and if any appeal to you, please pledge your support. Thank you so much.